Hi. Sorry, we're about to close, so I am Clementine Adams. Yes. Who is asking? Oh, so you are the detective everybody's been talking about. Oh, you know how it goes. Word goes fast in a small town like Fairmount. Everybody knows everything that's happening here. Gossip is paramount in places like these where most people are bored out of their minds. So, you've been the primary topic of conversation ever since you arrived. And, truth be told, I started to get a little bit worried. I mean, you visited everybody else but me, so I thought you might never show up and deny me great entertainment. Yes, entertainment. Small town, as I said, not much to do here. Nothing ever happens until one day something does. Something out of the ordinary. Something like death. And voila, a detective on my doorstep. But not here to buy flowers. Usually people look at the flowers and don't notice the florist, or when they do, it's because they are collecting an order. No one has ordered anything for today. You didn't even glance at the displayed bouquets when you came in. Instead, you called me by name right off the bat, so by process of elimination, you are not here to buy flowers. Well, you came here to interrogate me about what happened to Warren Hale, or at least that's what the word says. You ask everybody else questions on the matter. I'm the only one remaining. Plus, you're a detective, and I believe that's what detectives do, asking questions. And what a better time to do it when the streets are empty from their inhabitants, when night replaces day, and when a shop closes so no one will come to interrupt us. No, this is not me being clever, detective. It is just pure deduction. Oh, and here come the questions. But before you start, would you like something to drink? Tea, maybe? I have a great selection out in the back. All right, you do you, but if you change your mind, let me know. Now, please, ask away. I am the owner of this place, yes. I opened the shop 5 years ago, give or take. I've always been passionate about botany. Fascinated would be a better word, and from an early age, I knew I wanted to work with plants. Uh, I would have loved to become a botanist, study flora, work in a lab. Alas, I didn't make it, and so I turned to owning a flower shop instead. It's maybe not as exciting, I'll grant you that, but I still take care of plants. I see them every day, I live with them, and that's all I ever wanted from life, so... Oh no, I do have a master's in biology and botany. I graduated. I even tried for a PhD, but it didn't happen. Why? How is this relevant with Mr. Hall's death? All right, you're the boss, you know better than me. I enrolled for my PhD in a lab, but my stay there was prematurely terminated. This. You enjoy this, asking people unsettling questions, don't you? I mean, this is part of your job, but still, I'm sure you do enjoy yourself, and if you really do, good for you. I had to leave because my supervisor found that my research interest was discomforting, just like your questions. I have nothing more to add to that, detective. And I guess now you want to know what I know about what happened. But I am afraid it won't go far. I don't know a lot, no. I know what everybody else tells me. That's different. That's the benefit of owning a shop. People come here and talk. They don't really pay much attention to what they're saying because they're too distracted, watching the shelves, the plants, the bouquets, all these colors, the scents, the perfumes. It gets to their heads, and so they talk and talk and talk. Mostly nonsense, but sometimes something comes up, something interesting, and so I think I gathered enough information to get an idea of what might have happened to Warren Hall. But it is not a lot. What do they say? They say that he was found dead in his bed, already set in rigor mortis. And before you ask, I know because Mrs. Owens told me he was found laying stiff as a stick. And of course, because a simple natural death isn't as grandiose as murder, not as entertaining. So word spread that he was killed. Do I believe he was murdered? How can I know? All I can tell you is that, in my opinion, there is no solid motive to want him dead. Listen, Mr. Hall was rather unremarkable. Nobody hated him, if that's what you're looking for. He was just ordinary. A man in his 60s, retired PE teacher at the local high school, with a routine he'd never stray off. He'd come by the shop 3 times a year, once to buy flowers for his mother's grave, one for his wife's birthday, and once for the anniversary. He was the coach of Fairmount's junior football team, held barbecues every summer, and enjoyed working on his car. And for that, the people of Fairmount loved him. And now they love him even more. Because his passing brings an oh so much needed distraction from Moro's everyday life. I told you, we are all so bored here. Me? Well, one can never really be bored when taking care of plants, detective. Because they demand a lot of care, which takes a lot of time. So I spend most of my days here, looking after them. But I am sure the people of Fairmount told you that already. Oh, please, I know them like I would know my own garden. Plus, you didn't come here by accident. Because I do not think a flower shop girl is of any interest for an ongoing probable murder investigation, unless she's been described in a certain way, in a way that would pique your curiosity. Let me guess what they told you, detective. Yes. Clementine Adams, the strange goth girl who prefers the company of plants rather than of people. The weird woman who talks to flowers, who marvels at a newly discovered herb rather than a new car passing by. Who spends most of her free time studying old and ancient books on botany rather than wasting her time scrolling social media. Am I close or... That's what I thought. And of course, you thought, let's have a look at this obsessed with... What? Not weird. Are you serious? I live, breathe, and dream plants. They're my whole life. I only dress in black, listen to shadowy bassline-driven music, read mostly about the macabre. How is this not weird in Fairmount Standard? I wasn't expecting that. You really don't see me as the black sheep of the town, do you? I don't know if I should feel offended or intrigued. Well, it is rare for me to encounter someone who sees beyond the first impression. People are so easy to judge, to put labels on others and never change their minds no matter what they're told or shown. But you're different, aren't you, detective? You didn't flinch when you first saw me. You didn't avert your gaze. You're not bothered by my presence. Intriguing. Yes, fascinating, even. But you didn't come here for pleasantries. Do you have other questions for me? What do the people of Fairmount think happened? They tell different tales, really. That he was killed by his wife. Probably the easiest assumption one can make when one part of a couple passes away. That he had a mistress who wanted him all to herself, but he didn't. So she decided to take matters into her own hands. That he... How it happened? How should I know? You're the detective. You're the one who has access to the forensics report. I do have expertise in poisonous plants. Yes, of course. How is this related to... Wait a second. Are you implying that Mr. Hall has been put... Detective, what is this? A list of symptoms. Is this what happened to... It is very rude to cut people off. You know that, right? I get it's your interrogation technique, but please, just stop already. You don't need to play your mind tricks on me. Because it won't work. It will just annoy me. It won't make me spill any interesting information. It won't make me confess anything. So just, please, be a nice detective, would you? Plus, now I have something interesting to work with. Well, clearly, those symptoms, they can all be caused by certain plants. Now, it's just a matter to know which one. I told you, I know the subject like no other. It's my domain of expertise. But this list alone won't tell you anything. Because one plant causes different symptoms, and different plants can have the same effects on the body. You need to combine this physiological manifestation to narrow your search. And from the little notes and scribbles I see here, you are going nowhere with this. Are you, detective? Of course. These symptoms, they could be anything. For all you know, they can be the result of an allergic reaction. They all fit. If Mr. Hall were to be extremely allergic to, say, tomatoes. But he's not, isn't he? Because if it were that simple, you wouldn't be here. So you are stuck. You heard of the weird flower shop girl who seems to know a lot, maybe a little bit too much about plants, and voila, here you are. You know, you could have just asked for my help instead of playing culprit and detective, though it was quite entertaining, I'll grant you that. So, I'm waiting for you to ask me nicely for my help. Ask nicely, detective. Ask, please, Clementine, can you help me find what happened to Mr. Hall? Is this harder than trying to figure it all out by yourself? No, I don't think so. So, come on, ask. Don't be shy. I can assure you, I don't bite. Look at you. Perfect. Now, Let's help you out, detective. Rapid and irregular heartbeats. This come from any number of things. That's where you need to add the other symptoms to the mix, otherwise you're lost in the sea of flora. Fascinating, but too much time consuming if you ask me. Digestive distress. Oh, this one's not fun. Vomiting, stomach cramps, very painful one at that. Feels pretty much like you're dying. Respiratory paralysis. This one, tricky. It can be caused by the panic Mr. Ho felt when it all happened, or it can also be a symptom. See? Isn't it fun, detective? It's like we're solving a puzzle. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're not enjoying this, or at the very least, you do not feel excitement coursing through your veins. I'm sure you do. You're way more focused now, and I can see your artery pulsing faster in your neck. Maybe dilated pupils. I notice a lot of things. Now, confusion. This can be a range of different things, either high blood pressure due to the elevated heart rate, the vomiting, the panic again, or it could be caused directly by a plant. Huh. Let me think. So, I can give you names, but it would be a butchered answer based on very little information I have access to. Not so fast, detective. Where is the fun in disclosing everything all at once, huh? Well, I do not think Mr. Ho is going anywhere in his state, is he? So, you have time. My shop is closed. I don't have much to do tonight, so let's have a little fun, shall we? Follow me, detective. I'd like to show you something. Oh, don't be shy. Here, put this on. Face masks. It's just a precaution. I'm about to show you the back room, detective. It is not a dangerous place per se, but for someone like you who isn't used to highly humid environments and powerful plant scents, it would be best to cover your nose and mouth, just to make sure you don't pass out. Me? Oh, I'm used to it. It doesn't do much to me anymore, except maybe bringing me comfort. You see, it feels like being hugged by the air itself. Ready? Let's go. Oh, stay close. Don't touch anything. And if at any point you feel either dizzy, overwhelmed, or unable to breathe properly, you let me know. All right? Good. So, heartbeat, stomachache, confusion. We are talking this beautiful plant, belladonna. Eating her berries result in, you guessed it, elevated heart rate, hallucination, confusion, stomach cramps, and depending on the dose, either coma or death. Fascinating that such a small and beautiful plant can be so deadly, don't you think, detective? That's what has always captivated me, that something so fragile, so innocent looking, could actually be lethal. But let's continue, shall we? And don't wander off, stay close. One never knows how plants can react to strangers. Now, this one. Foxglove. Such a cute name, don't you think? Symptoms: dangerous irregular heartbeat, digestive distress, mental confusion. Who knew a little fox could do that to a human being? Who can tell that such colorful plants could have such a nasty effect on the body? Oh no, both of these need to be ingested in order to kill. Just touching them won't do anything. Here, give me your hand. Come on, don't be scared. I promise, just like me, they don't bite. Here, see how soft the petals feel? They're just beautiful, beautiful flowers that have a little edge to them. And nothing is happening to you. Touch alone doesn't do anything with these ones. They're good, they behave. So Mr. Ho had to have eaten them in order to pass. Hmm? Oh, of course. Why do I grow them? Because they're beautiful, detective. And because if used properly, they can actually help. As medicine, a cure, a means to soothe the mind and body. Herbologists and other healers do come here to buy them from me. But anyone can have access to them. They grow in nature, pretty much everywhere. It would be so easy for anyone to get them and, exactly, use them. But how do you feel? Do you need to come out of here? Really? Good. You know, you're the first person I ever invited in here. Mm-hmm. That means you're special, detective. And I trust you, which is rare for me. Well, you gave me something precious. Entertainment, and you let me talk about them without even interrupting me or being weirded out by the symptoms, by what the plants can do to the flesh. That's... People never do that. They usually react either disgusted or scared and leave. But you didn't. You stayed. And that's nice. Oh, you're sweating so much. It's tough in here, isn't it? Me? I told you, I'm used to it. Feels like home. Now, should we go back, or do you have other questions? Oh, I know you'll come back. I know that now I'm part of your investigation, that I am on your list. Am I not? And to be honest with you, I wouldn't dream of being anywhere else.